All right, Belly, stay on with me. Now, viewers, let's in fact take a look at the new team of DK Shivakumar. So, we were getting you that, viewers, earlier as well when the swearing-in ceremony took place. But today, let's talk about his cabinet in detail. G. Parmeshwara is revenue and sports. That's what he's handling. Priyank Kharge, home, e-governance. UT Khadir is health and family welfare. Yatendra Siddaramaiah, urban development. K.H. Muniappa, food and civil supplies. And let's talk about Krishna Bairegowda, Greater Bengaluru Development. So this is DK Shivakumar's cabinet, viewers, and what every minister is handling is what we are getting to you in detail. And now I want to go back to Belly Thomas. Belly, what we've shared all of these details with our viewers, but what more can you tell us?
Vaishali, earlier it was kind of speculated that the finance and the revenue would rest with Krishna Bairegowda, who was very good governance, and you're doing an extremely good job with this particular portfolio. So all eyes were on this finance portfolio, and the revenue would come to Krishna Bairegowda. But however, in this portfolio allocation, what we see is that Krishna Bairegowda has been interested with the Greater Bengaluru Development, including the Greater Bengaluru Authority, the Bengaluru North City Corporation, the Bengaluru South City Corporation, East, West, and the Central Corporation, including BWSSB, the Supply and Sewerage Board, and the BMRCL, which is the metro services. So these departments comes under Krishna Bairegowda, who has been interested with this particular portfolio. And DK Shivakumar, the Chief Minister, gets to keep finance, cabinet affairs, Department of Personnel and Administration reforms, intelligence, and all unallocated portfolio. So we also see that the revenue portfolio has gone down to the Deputy Chief Minister, G. Parameshwara, who is interested with the sports along with the revenue portfolio. So clearly what we can see here is that these allocations have been made with the consultation with the High Command, as well as the Karnataka Congress, and the DK Shivakumar's kind of choosing in which people for what portfolios has played a very important role here. So the finance and the revenue, that's finance, Chief Minister himself gets to keep it, with revenue going to Parameshwara, and Bairegowda is given the entire charge of taking Bengaluru. So earlier, DK Shivakumar was in charge of the Bengaluru Development, the district's in charge minister in Karnataka. He would take care of its infrastructure growth and everything. So now Krishna Bairegowda has been given portfolio of taking care of Bengaluru, and he is kind of expected to do a good job there. So like earlier said, Priyank Kharge with Home Department, and UT Khadir, who had been extremely with health sector, he has been inducted as the Health and Family Welfare Minister. And Ishwar Khandre, from the earlier he was holding the portfolio of forest and environment. Now he has been interested with the rural development and the Panchayat Raj, which was earlier taken care of by Priyank Kharge. So Priyank Kharge, along with his IT, BT, he was also taking care of the rural development and Panchayat Raj, in which the rural development and Panchayat Raj has now come to Ishwar Khandre. And one of the important portfolio that Yatendra Siddaramaiah, son of the former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, has got is urban development, including Karnataka Urban Water Supply and Drainage Board, KUIDFC, all urban development authorities, and local planning, including BDA, BMRDA, GBA, Commissionerate of Town and Tree Planning. So this was earlier kind of taken care of by Bharati Suresh, who was a kind of confidant of Siddaramaiah, and that portfolio has come down to Yatendra Siddaramaiah. And like few of the other ministers, like Charan Prakash Patil, continues to do with their portfolio that was earlier allocated to him, such as medical education, and just the skill development portfolio has been added to that with Charan Prakash Patil, who would be also having a cabinet berth in Shivakumar's cabinet. And earlier, Ramalinga Reddy was in charge of transport and Muzerai department, but now in this cabinet, Bhairathi Suresh will be taking care of the transport, while Muzerai is yet to be allocated. And KJ George, who was earlier also the Minister of Power and Energy, he continues to be continues to take care of that portfolio, along with an additional portfolio of tourism also that he will take care. Coming to MB Patil, he was in charge of the large and medium industries in Karnataka.
All right, I have Rajlakshmi Joshi. She's a political analyst who's joining me on the broadcast. Rajlakshmi, of course, DK Shivakumar's cabinet. Which minister has been allotted which portfolio is what we showed our viewers, but what is your take on it?
Hello, Vaishali. Very good morning to you. There is some noise. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, Rajlakshmi, please go on.
Okay. Karnataka politics, I don't think there is any end to the Natka, what we talk about in Karnataka politics. Because right now, if you have seen that the portfolios have just been kind of announced, and already there is teething trouble, as I hear. That is the very senior minister, Ramalinga Reddy, he is already upset with the portfolio given to him, and he has already tendered his resignation, is what I hear. So, he was promised about these very heavy departments, even in 2023 is what I hear. But then now, today what has happened is again, dynastic politics being close to the top family or the high command is what has mattered. If you have seen that very, very meaty roles have been given to the sons of Mallikarjun Kharge and Siddaramaiah. If you see the kind of portfolios that they've been given, that is quite surprising. And at the cost of actually miffling some feathers in terms of, say, maybe Ramalinga Reddy. So, this is what I was telling you even earlier in some earlier of your shows about how in the Congress, these are the kind of equations that matter most to them. That is the kind of terms and conditions that were put across by Mr. Siddaramaiah on his way out. It was not a smooth transition, I must remind you. See, there has been this power tussle right from the start, but then it has been more than a year now since this talk about how there is no vacancy for the post of CM, etc., has been happening on the Siddaramaiah camp. And obviously on the way out, he has put his foot down and he has asked for some meaty roles for his supporters. So, and that you can see in the kind of ministries that have been allotted to his son and some of his loyal supporters. Now, what happens is, in the long run, what happens is, it is all these the departments that suffer. It is the people of Karnataka, the people of especially Bangalore that suffers. You have seen the kind of infrastructure woes and all the kind of problems that were being faced. Now, urban development and all these kind of ministries are very crucial. So you can't just hand it out to people just on the basis of they being a part of a particular dynasty or they being close to the Gandhi Parivar. So that is what is actually
Rajlakshmi, we're very short on time. I'll have to interrupt you, but thank you so much for joining me. And now important updates coming in, viewers.